control. My narcissistic ex-husband, deceased, kid's father, or the father of my kids, he was very controlling. And when I mean controlling, he wanted to control everything I did, even down to bringing home pay stubs so he can check the hours, see if I was on the job for the amount of hours I was away from home. I had to call him when I got home from work. If he wasn't there, call him and let him know that I was in the house, and I had to call him and let him know I was leaving the job. He would time my distance. He would clock the miles that from me, from the job to the house, to the house to the job. I couldn't stop to a store. I couldn't just hang out and mingle with the co-workers. I couldn't do nothing but go to work, do my job, call him when I'm off, and call him when I arrive at home. Now, he even controlled the way I dressed. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because yesterday I got my hair cut. And I was asking a friend what he think about my hair. And he was like, he liked it, the short hair. But it was another conversation I said, and I said a woman should always make her husband happy. And then I had to retext that message back and be like, hold up. Hold up. Not in those words, but I'm going to put them in my own words because I'm talking to you all. Hold up. I like short hair. I do not like long hair at all. So I think a woman or a man need to be with partners that like the same thing they like, because it won't be no tug of war, no control, or nobody feeling like they giving more than the other. But when I finished, doing what I had to do all yesterday, I went home and I had to meditate. Because, like I say, I'm opening up a lot of graveyards, meaning a lot of my past life, and I'm sharing it with you all. And long hair, my husband loved it, ex-husband, deceased, kid's father of my kids. He loved it, long hair. And I had to grow my hair out, which I do have long hair. If I choose it to grow out, it can go right down to here. And I had to grow it for him. I had to treat it a certain way for him. And I was so uncomfortable in that marriage because the control was so intense that I was walking on eggshells. Now, if I would have had the education that I got on it now, it wouldn't have went halfway the way it went. But being as though I was not a woman that allowed people to control me. Now, I thought, as a woman, you please your husband, you make your husband happy. But as a woman or as a man, we all have our own choices. We belong to ourselves before we can belong to anybody else. And as a child to a teenager to a young adult to an adult, I was stripped from a lot of things due to control. Control is one of the things that narcissistic people truly, truly love. And if you allow them to control your life, you are stripping yourself away from what you really, really, really love about yourself. So basically, you got to give up yourself to please another person. I'm going to say this. If you meet that someone, make sure you ask that someone if they like long hair or they like short hair? Do they like nails or do they not like nails? Do they like certain foods or do they don't like certain foods? Do they like trying new things or they don't like trying new things? Do they like to travel or they don't like to travel? How do they feel about life in general? You got to ask them these type of things, how they feel about kids. If you're a woman or a man that desire kids, you got to ask them, can you have kids? Can you not have kids? See, these are questions that they seem small, but these are really large questions. And I told my friend back in a text that, these small things really matter. So when you desire to be with this long-term man or woman that you think that is going to be there for you long-term, first ask them these questions. Because I told my friend, I said, if I date another man, which I know I will, I'm certainly going to ask him, do he desire long hair or short hair? If he tell me long hair, game over. Do he desire more kids? If he tell me he desire kids, game over. I'm just being honest. Game completely over. Do you want to reach big dreams, big goals? If he say he's content where he at, game over. Do you value your family or do you not value your family? Now, if he say he value his family, do you value the messy part of your family? Do you allow your family to control your life? Do you allow your family to be in your business? If he say yes, game over. These are my standards in a relationship now. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't have time to be chasing and running down anybody. My bones won't allow it. But I am willing and able to build with a man that is willing to build. Because I'm a builder. I'm not content where I'm at. I'm a business-minded woman. I want to be genuine. I want to be real. I love my short hair. I love new things. I love trying new things. I love to travel. I love music. It depends on what music we're listening to, because we ain't doing all that rap game and kill your mama, kill your brother, slay everybody, be against everybody, hate, bitterness. I'm not with that. I'm with that pure, genuine love and music. Gospel. I love God. So you got to ask them these questions. No matter if they tell you yay, you discern it. You watch and study them. I don't like churches. I don't like fellowshipping with people because everybody is not what they say they are. I love to pray by myself. I love to talk to God by myself. You got to make sure people got the same qualities you have. If they don't, cut it off at the rip. Cut it off at the rip. You ain't got to be sitting there saying, yeah, because they got something you want. They got a whole lot of money, so I'm going to just pretend for a little while. It's time out for pretending. Because when you get in, they're gonna expect what they expect when they first met you. If you let them control you when they first met you, then guess what? They're gonna expect to control you the whole time. This is why a lot of relationships are abuse. It's a whole lot of relationships with a whole lot of abuse, control. Nobody is really actually being themselves. Love is a beautiful picture with two people that understand each other. If you're a crazy, witty type of person like me, I'm crazy, witty. I love to have fun. I love to laugh. I love to build through a storm. But I'm not going to be with somebody that's just boring, sitting on the couch all day, watching TV all day, looking at me all day, don't want to move. I'm not the one for you. And that's how you put it on the table when you meet someone. And I always used to put it on the table when I met my 3 long-term relationships. Well, 2 were long-term. 1 was a halfway house. But I put it on the table. And when they reneged on me, guess what? I reneged. But now I ain't reneging. You are who you are. I am who I am. We come together. We build with love, laughter. And if it's sorrow, we overcome the sorrow. That's for strong-minded people. Everybody don't have to be narcissistic all the time. Everybody don't have to remain narcissistic. I'm hot. Give me a second. I gotta get my wipes. Judging and criticizing and putting each other down, stand in a bitter place. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to. Y'all got to work with me. I'm in this sun. This sun blaming on me. You heard me? But yes, that's just how it go. Be you. And I can't voice that enough. Be you. Be all you can be. We only got one life. And if you want to share and spend your life with somebody else, be you. I don't have small kids. So I'm not saying I got anything against small kids, but I can't be with a man with small kids because then he got a baby mama. Baby mama gonna be a problem. Because that's what half of them do. And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to do it. I need a man that he got grown kids just as well as I got grown kids. He know where his grown kids post their position. We all know we love them as grown people. I can't never have no more kids. So I can't have a man that want kids. It's just point blank. And I don't want to hear, well, I ain't gonna never have kids. Yes, you will. As soon as I get in there, Satan gonna drive you into wanting a child. So I want just somebody that's flatline. Just know what it is. And these are the questions you ask. And if you ask these questions, you can get results. No matter how good looking they look to you, no matter how big a business they got, they ready to go and be your number one. If they say yes to 5 or 6 of those things, you can even say no to 1 of mine. I don't want that. I'm over it. I'm not going to pursue it. And I'm not going to try to make it work. Because it's not in the long run. Blessings.